Hey guys, you're watching Boondocking with Dennis. I'm over here in Rockport Harbor, March 30th, 2023, Thursday, overcast, little misty. The wind is at 15 miles an hour, and they actually say it's going to get windy later today. So I guess the wind will be back up into the 20s. I'm kind of facing the wind right now, so I'll get us out of the wind up here. No Luciano at the picnic tables today. Matter of fact, I have only seen him here, maybe once in the last 10 days. He's been staying at the church. I think the weather report has him staying at the church because every day it's a 30% chance of rain here and a 20% chance of rain here. And I have to tell him that a 30% chance of rain means a 70% chance that it won't rain. But he's doing him, I'm doing me. Tomorrow's most likely Luciano Day. It's the 31st. And I think with whatever he gets, disability or whatever he gets, I'm not sure. Good morning, flowers. Brown-eyed Susans. There's some bluebonnets right in front of the Texas Parks and Wildlife office. If it comes on the weekend, they pay them the Friday before. So tomorrow will probably be a 4 to 6 hour day of chauffeuring Mr. Luciano to various places. Tomorrow is also the birthday of two of my friends. My friend Lisa has a birthday tomorrow, and my friend Joe right here in Rockport. She has a birthday tomorrow. So I will have to see if she is up for a visitor, or at least wish her a happy birthday. If you're watching today, happy birthday, Joe. Happy birthday -1. Water is fairly calm here in the harbor. I saw some Eugenes and some pelicans and lots of ducks when I was driving along Fulton Beach Road. I was just trying to figure out a place where I could go film today. Good morning. Where I could go film today out of the wind. There's my favorite little fishing boat. Fishing boat, you know. I was listening a few weeks ago to Story Time with Uncle Bill. And that's a good channel. The link's in the description. Bill did some fishing at one point, commercial fishing, and he's told a bunch of stories about that, good stories. And he mentioned, and I think I got the number right, like they would use, correct me if I'm wrong on this, Bill, they would lose about 80 anchors every 100 trips. Am I remembering that right, Bill? And I know nothing about commercial fishing, but I do know, the East Coast, for the most part, is very rocky. So, I never thought about it. I was like, wow, that's pretty amazing that, those anchors aren't cheap, depending on the size of the boat, but even a small one ain't cheap. I know that cuts into the profits for everybody. And I was talking to my friend Bubba this morning, and Bubba has done quite a bit of commercial fishing in his life. Now, he's done mostly shrimping in the Gulfs right around this area. So they don't drop an anchor when they're doing that for the most part. So, but he did say, yeah, other areas that are rocky and different types of fishing, absolutely, that's a common number. So I had no idea. No wonder fish has skyrocketed. Price of anchors go up, the price of our fish go up. Hula girl in the house. Here's an empty trailer. Hey, someone stole your boat, buddy. I do have a joke from Hiking with Jackie Boy. That's another channel that I watch. That's Kevin at Hiking with Jackie Boy. Kevin gets into some cool places out in mostly West Texas, but not always. And his joke is, where's the worst place in the hospital to play hide and seek? The ICU. The ICU. Thank you, Kevin. That's a good one. Well, I see a guy with dogs. Oh, come this way, buddy. He's crossing the street in front of us. Come on, make a left. Make a left. Oh, he's going right. Damn. They got the pads on the chairs up there. I wonder if these people ever take these boats out. We always see them here, but it's pretty rare we come along here and see an empty slip, you know? There's the round to it, as in get around to it. That's a good one. Yeah, it has been wet lately. Wet and just super windy. The temperature today is 72 degrees. You know, back to that story about Uncle Bill, I was thinking about when I would go up to Maine, and in Maine we would always go to Branch Pond, which was part of Branch Lake, and you could walk, and that lake was really deep. Good morning.
Good morning.
Beautiful dog. There, we saw a dog. That's not the same one I was talking about, but it is a dog. He was friendly. Branch Lake was a big lake, and it had a dam to the left, and that's the one we always went to. We would pick wild strawberries and blueberries and spend the day there. It had a little sandy beach on the lake, and that was outside of Ellsworth, Maine. And the road driving down there was a dirt road at the time, and just really weird. You would see tar paper shacks, and I can't imagine how they made it through the winter in those tar paper shacks. And I don't know to this day, I mean, I was young when I was there, if it was people living there full time, or were they just fishing cabins or hunting cabins. I would hate to think that someone would try to make it through the winter in one of those tar paper shacks. But it was so rocky and just huge, massive boulders underwater that you could walk like across the lake, literally, and have to swim in parts like 20 feet, 30 feet, but your head could stay above water. And yeah, you couldn't get a larger boat with a big draft in there. At least that's my memories from a kid. But man, that water was black water and super murky, and everything had just a little bit of, you know, algae vegetation growing on it, and huge spaces between the cracks going down. So I don't know how actually deep that water was. But it was intimidating at times. You'd see one of those giant fish, or, you know what always freaked me out? The tadpoles before they turned into frogs, when they looked like a frog with a big tail on them. I don't know why, they just were creepy to me. Frogs didn't bother me. Tadpoles didn't bother me. That little metamorphosis thing was stuff of nightmares coming to get me. But oddly enough, up in Maine, the one, there was sand at the lake, but the beaches there were just rocky shores. And I remember, you know, after I had been up there a few times, in the beginning we went up every summer to visit my dad for the whole summer, like 2 months, 2.5 months. And my dad took us to Sandy Beach. I was like, you know, I was used to New Jersey and Delaware beaches, lots of sand, like, 100 yards of sand before you got to the water. And here's the Gypsy Pirate. Ooh, there you go. I got to Sand Beach. Sand Beach is beautiful, by the way. Sand Beach has no sand. Sand Beach is rocks, smooth pebbles, but good sized pebbles, and right next to a cliff on the left, like a sheer cliff. And I'd have to look it up to see if it was on the mainland or part of Mount Desert Island where Bar Harbor is, or if you're from New England, Bahaba. And I speak Maine. I loved learning English in Maine. Between my Philadelphia accent and spending so much time up in Maine, I'm surprised anyone in Texas can understand what I'm saying. I like boats, guys. You know what? I'm going to get a lottery ticket for tomorrow night. And when I win the lottery, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make a friend with a boat. I don't care how much money I have. I am not wasting my money on a boat. Boat, B-O-A-T, bust out another 1,000. Actually, when I win the lottery, my plan is to give the money away and keep living exactly like I'm living, just to piss people off. It's a life goal. It's a dream. Guys, thanks for riding along with me today. I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging in there. Thanks for watching.